I haven't had a chance to play much with it yet, but this is the NYXI, NYXI, I hope that's how you pronounce it, controller. It's kind of like Joy-Con and a grip.
Nice. Okay.
And I think they are also coming out with a Pro Controller-like design. Yeah, this is called the NYXI Wireless Joy-pad with 8-color LED for Switch and Switch OLED. And so it's definitely a bigger, bulkier controller, as compared to your normal
kind of
Joy-Con.
like the Hori game pad Joy-Cons or whatever they call them.
Yeah, and so I've never used that type of controller, so it takes some getting used to. But when it is attached to what they're calling the harness, which is similar to the grip that comes with the system, it does feel has the dimensions more like a Pro controller. And as Justin mentioned earlier, he likes his controllers to have some weight. This feels light. I kind of don't like how light this is. Another thing I noticed is the text in the box makes it sound like that the harness has a battery and you can use it to charge the controllers. It was a blurb about plugging it in for 2 hours before you use it. But there is no place to plug in a charger and a harness. There are in both controllers individually. There's a USB-C port. So I don't know if that's, that could be confusing for people looking at the box versus the end product. And this thing does other features I haven't had a chance to play with yet. So like here, like there's an orange light on. You can turn that into multiple colors or a rainbow color.
8 different colors.
Yes. In fact, if you look at the box, it's showing like what it looks like in rainbow.
Okay.
And there's supposedly...
Does it have the pulsating feature? Do you know?
They call it
the light.
Something called I think they call it breath. So it looks like it fade in, fade out. But I haven't figured out that. And there's also turbo functionalities. You can
program in there. Okay.
But I haven't figured out how to do that. And there's an additional trigger button on the bottom.
Okay.
Again, I'm not sure what we can do with that. So there's still a lot of stuff I don't know about this controller. But I'll give this controller some more time, more play, and see what I think of it. But yeah, I tried recording an unboxing video. I did it in my kitchen because I don't have any place down here to set up a camera. And the acoustics are horrible and the audio sounded like garbage. So then Tim gave me the idea of I can use my audio from this podcast and put it with the video and call that our video, our video. So I'll be working on that this weekend.
One of the things that interests me about this controller and the other ones like it is that different from the Hori gamepad, Joy-Con, whatever they call it, is that with the Hori, you have to have it connected to the Switch in order for it to work. You can't disconnect it from the Switch and use it like you are now by connecting it to the harness and playing it separate with the Hori ones. With this one, you can, which is nice, so that you can still
and these do
dock it and play.
And these can rail connect to the Switch for charging and pairing.
Correct. Yeah, which is really nice, and I think it's a nice feature of it.
And there is a D-pad on the left side.
Nice.
I didn't get a chance.
You'll have to test that out too.
Yeah, I'll be testing that with Tetris this weekend.
There you go.
I think that's
a good test.
That'll be the do or die, I think, of that D-pad.
Whenever I got a controller to test out too, I would use Pac-Man 99 because for me, D-pad was a good source to check if I can do those quick turns, in the lanes I need to send Pac-Man down.
Yeah.
And I felt the D-pad that was a good D-pad test.
I never played that game since that first day.
Well, you should try it. You should try it with your new controller.
I might. I did create an NSO folder group, whatever they want to call it, that I put, all the, the NES, SNES, N64, Genesis,
Okay.
both the English version and the Japanese version, and then Pac-Man 99 and Tetris 99. And I would have done Mario 35 if that was still a thing, but that's dead.
Right. That's, I'm sure you're not the only one who's done an NSO group. So that makes sense. So, all right. That's cool. Thanks for sharing that, Jesse. Justin, what you been playing, my man?